Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my everyday go-to fall makeup look. This is not the look that I wear literally every single day, but it's definitely like my go-to everyday look when I want something a little bit extra, or if I'm going out for the night, filming a video, whatever it may be. If I want something that's just a little bit extra and, you know, just a little bit more than my day-to-day look. So I'm very excited about this because a lot of you have requested it. So we'll just get into the tutorial. I'm gonna start off with the Super Dewy Mist from Revolution. This is a really nice like prep spray, especially for putting makeup on top of. And I also like it because then I don't have to use like a proper primer. For base coverage, I'm gonna use the Danessa Myricks Vision Cream Cover. This is really nice because it has quite customizable coverage. I really like to take some extra time to sheer it out just so that I get nice, you know, natural looking coverage. I'm really just blending a small amount of the product as far as it can go. I like it because it covers up, you know, hyperpigmentation. And then for the areas where I like don't need quite as much coverage, I'll just sheer it out. But I have like a little breakout right here, so I'll just build it up on those two and blend it into the skin. It just looks really nice and skin-like, but more of like a healthy skin finish because it is a little bit dewier. I am gonna prime my eyes a bit because we're gonna be doing shadows. So I'm just using a little bit of the Urban Decay Primer Potion. You can skip this if you feel like you don't need eyeshadow primer, but because I wear eye cream, I tend to need just a touch of primer. Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Light Concealer. This is literally everything. I love this concealer so much. I mentioned it in my favorites. I cannot stop wearing it. It really shears out so beautifully. It just adds that little bit of pearlescence to the under eye and really kind of like wakes it up, and it just looks so pretty. You can also use it for a little bit of like liquid highlighting on the high points of your face if you want. Let it sink in for a few moments and then I'll go in and blend it. So while I wait for this to kind of set down a bit, I'm just gonna fill in my brows. I'm gonna use the Lawless brow pencil. I've actually really been liking this, and I really like the brow gel too, so I'll show you that. It's just a really good pencil. Not too dry, not too creamy, and I like how it just beefs up my brow a bit. And I use the spoolie to also just kind of like brush this out throughout my brows. But when you're doing brows, always do brow gel last so that when you do like the rest of the powders on your face, the powders don't cling to the brow gel. The point I'm trying to make is I really like this brow pencil, and I also really like the brow gel, which I will show you. And then usually by the time I'm done blending out my brows and filling them in, I could go in and just start smoothing out the concealer. It looks so natural and so soft. I'm just genuinely so obsessed with this concealer. Like I said in my September favorites, I have not liked a concealer this much in years. There have been concealers that I've, you know, loved and I use regularly, but this genuinely has become like one of my top two. I would say probably this and then the NARS Creamy Concealer. And this might even have NARS Creamy Concealer beat out because it's just a little bit more natural looking. And I also just find the formula to be slightly easier to work with. Like, it's not quite as dry as the NARS one, and it just makes your under eyes look so good. So good. Moving on to eyeshadows. So I feel like you all know this by now, but the Charlotte Tilbury Super Nudes palette has been a favorite for a really long time. I use it regularly. It's just my favorite thing to reach for when I do shadows. So I'm gonna start with this color right here, and I used that buffed in the crease and then kind of brought up to the brow bone, just slightly kind of like feathering it around. Now the thing is with these powders is they're really kind of like a sateen finish. They're not uber shimmery or shiny, but they're not fully matte either. And I think that lends these eyeshadows really easy to blend and work with in general. Like, they just blend out really easy. And although they have like a matte effect on the eyes, they don't perform like matte shadows. I'm gonna take this light color now. These shadows just really blend out in an easy way to where you get like a really nice, you know, soft matte finish on the eye, but they don't perform like other matte shadows where they're like legitimately difficult to blend out. They're just a really great formula of eyeshadow. Also just a touch right under the brow bone, and then just kind of use my blending brush throughout the process to really soften some of those lines out. Then I'm gonna take this second color in the palette, and I'm gonna apply this right on the outer crease. And I use this to basically like smoke out the outer corner, and then I'll blend it out with my brush as well. If I want like a little bit of extra intensity on the outer corner, I'll take this color right here and almost like flick it outward just on the outer corner. And then I always go in and just kind of blend it out a bit. This is more for like if I'm doing my eyeshadow for nighttime and I want something a little bit more intense. So now that I'm done with the eyeshadows, I'm gonna do a tiny bit of powdering. So I'm just gonna take my little puff. I got these off of Amazon. They're really nice because they have that like kind of sharp corner, so they fit. And I do like barely any of the powder. This is the one from Hourglass. And just lightly powder right under my eyes. I don't want to overdo it with the powder, but I also want to kind of take down the shine and just lock any of the areas I placed a little bit of extra coverage in place. I am loving the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. It's kind of like a hybrid between a cream bronzer and a powder bronzer. Like it's a little bit more stiff than a lot of the other cream bronzers I have, and I really like this for the days when I want like a little bit of extra bronze, because I'm still loving the Merit cream bronzer. I think that's perfect for like every day and when I want, you know, just a natural amount of bronze. But if I want something extra, I like how the Charlotte Tilbury one is creamy, so it still looks really nice and natural, but it just builds up to more intensity than the Merit one does. I just take a little bit on a tinier brush and I do a little nose contour, just something subtle. Sometimes I do accidentally over contour my nose, but try to keep it subtle most of the time. And then I'm gonna take the Persona bronze liner. This really takes the look up a notch and makes it more dramatic. So I'll take the bronze liner and line my top lash line, and as I'm applying it, I just kind of like smudge it with my finger slightly so that it's a little bit more hazy. And then I really like taking it in my waterline just to make it more dramatic and kind of give the eye a little bit more shape. But yeah, I basically just like smudge it all over the top lash line and then bring it in on the waterline, and you can see it just kind of like accentuates my eye shape. For blush, I'm going to use Maiden's Flush from RMS. This is so stunning, and it's such a pretty like nude color for fall, where it just gives you this really pretty like soft focus luminous blush. I mean, you know, I'm a sucker for nude blushes, but I love the finish of this one. It just kind of like diffuses all the pores on your cheek and really gives you like this nice, you know, fresh juicy looking cheek, but also really nice and soft focus. And you can build it up if you want more intensity, but I like more of like a soft natural blush. I'm gonna use the Danessa Myricks Lightwork palette. I actually haven't tried these yet. I've only swatched them, so I really want to like try it on my face, but I usually do go in with like a powder or a cream highlight pretty much every day. So I'm gonna use this shade right here, which is called Easy Breezy, and I'm just gonna go in with a little bit because I know that these are so intense. Oh my gosh, even just like tapping into the pan, it's very, very, very pigmented. Definitely be easily taken like too full glam if you go in with a little bit of a heavy hand. I'm gonna also like highlight right on the inner corners of my eyes and just bring a little bit of extra shimmer right under the arch of my brow, just for some extra brow liftage. I can't wait to try this on the body too. We're going to a wedding in like 13 days and I want to like highlight my legs and my shoulders and stuff, so I want to try this for that. So now I'll show you the Lawless Brow Wax. This is the tinted one in medium dark. It's really nice. It just tints your brows and gives them some good hold. So the wedding that we're going to is actually in Fort Myers. Originally what I wanted to do was film a guest of the wedding makeup tutorial for all of you, and I was going to film it at the hotel, but now we're not entirely sure if we're going to be still staying at that hotel because we're not sure with everything with the hurricane if the hotel's still going to be operating, but the wedding is still taking place in Fort Myers. So depending on if we have like a hotel and a space to film the tutorial, I'll do it for you. If we don't, I'll film a follow-up tutorial at my fiance's parents' house in Florida, because I don't know, or if we get ready at their house, but it is quite far from Fort Myers, so I'm not entirely sure. Like, I just don't know. But if you do want to see a guest of the wedding makeup tutorial, let me know because I'll get that filmed. Anyway, so there's brows. I'm gonna do a little bit more of the Super Dewy Mist, just a light spray this time. So my favorite mascara, the Tower 28 Make Waves mascara. I have been so obsessed with this because it holds a curl in my lash and it's not waterproof. So I've just been wearing this any chance I do mascara because it's so easy to take off at the end of the day. And you can really layer it on top of itself if you want something more dramatic, or you can just wear it nice and soft if you just want like a little bit of a lash extension effect. And I just put a very small amount on my lower lashes during the daytime. I'm gonna use my NYX Nude Truffle Lip Pencil. When my eye look is this intense, I feel like I have to do a nude, so I've really been liking a couple different shades. So 1990 from Merit. This is one of my favorite everyday shades, and I actually really like how the Merit ones are quite sheer. So there's 1990. Chai from Sunny's Face. This one's a little bit more warm toned, a little bit more glossy, but still the same vibe. And then if I want to do like a proper nude, I've really been liking Kim KKW from Charlotte. This one's quite pinky and peachy, and it also looks really pretty if you use Kim KW in the center of your lips. You can see it's almost the color of my skin tone, but still really pinky and pretty. And then Very Victoria from Charlotte Tilbury, my favorite lipstick color of all time. There's Very Victoria. So those are like my go-to nudes. If I want a nude gloss, which I'll show you today too, the Lawless Forget the Filler in Glazed is like the perfect kind of pearly gloss tone. So there's Glazed. Today I'll do Very Victoria. Like every time I wear it, I am like, this is why this is my favorite lipstick. I have said that I think for like 2 years at this point. It's so good. And then, oh, I dropped it. I can get it with my foot. And then if you want to take like a little bit of Kim KKW right on the center, it just kind of makes the lips look a little bit more cheeky. It just kind of gives the center of the lips that nice little three-dimensional pop. Makes them look a little bit more full, a little bit more pouty. And then I take the Lawless Glaze, frosty kind of shade, but not over the top. And this is so pretty. I would call this my everyday fall makeup routine in the sense that it's been kind of like my go-to look when I want something a little bit extra. So something like for going out at night or filming, or if I just really want a little bit more of a sultry eye and I want a nice nude lip. I still really like it because it's all like brownie tones, but it's not too out there, you know? I feel like I don't look too done up, but it's definitely not my everyday makeup routine in that this is what I'm doing every single day, because obviously, you know, for day to day, I like something a little bit quick and easy and minimal products, but this is still nonetheless an everyday look and a go-to look in that sense that I wear it pretty consistently, and I've worn it a lot for filming, and a lot of you have asked for a tutorial on it. So I hope you enjoyed. I'm gonna list and link everything in the description box down below. If you have any questions about any of the products that I used, please hit me up in the comments down below, and I would also love it so much if you guys would just leave a comment and talk, because I love talking to you. So let me know some of your go-to fall products. I need to know what you're using. Let me know if I need to check anything out. Please also be sure to come follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'll have those in the description box too. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much to those of you who requested this tutorial. Bye.